First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Come on. Hey, crack all 80.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Davis now. Over the middle, complete. That's Delgado. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Robinson up the middle. Taken down at the 47-yard line. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Davis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Delgado. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Davis. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll go again with Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
19 Tiger.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go now.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's taken in by Kraft. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
On the ready. 18 Cardinal. 18
Looking to throw. Davis. And this is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, Davis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 yards there for number 15.
That's another Packers first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Go.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
But how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 35, here's a second and 9.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk, take it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Okay, ready?
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll set up a throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Come on.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Returnable from the 1. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Okay,
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
On the jump.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get 22 out of that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Hits some space around midfield. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Green Bay.
Man in motion out of the slot. To throw here on 1st down. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Design quarterback run here. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Viking 18.
Line up the design keeper. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Liking 18.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That finds the rookie from Wisconsin, complete. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the dump.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Right there to tack on the point after. And the Lions start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brings it in at the 13. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the set.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
19 target.
Back to throw now. This one taken in by Kraft. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Kraft has it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. We got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Throwing on 2nd. This one's caught. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here's Robinson. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Packers break the tie here in the first. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Shut up. 70 line.
They'll come out throwing. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. The Packers on top early. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at first down here. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go, Shaq. Mike.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Now he's past the 25. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
19, Tiger, 19. Bronco leading.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check up.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Dumped off to his running back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Second and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
3rd and long for him here. Brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now it's Matthew Wright for this field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. The kick by Wright is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Come on.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Here's a throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A start on the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Screen here for Gibbs. Still working past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Quickly out to the left, takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And they say Packers football.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson running his own read. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way.
Got it. Ready?
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
They're going to try and throw it here. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. A gain of 26 yards there. And it'll give the Packers the first. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60.
Robinson on the inside give. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Looking to throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The Packers take their first time out. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
On the ready.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Working now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Okay, ready?
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
Bronco.
Throwing from the gun. That's taken in by Tucker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. The Packers sending out their special teamers. Field goal coming. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. It adds 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
His return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's a return from the 7.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Drop off, go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Taken in by Williams outright. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
41-yard line.
Back to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Again, it's Gibbs. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Now looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Lions make it 17 all.
17.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 line. Ready.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Vikings, 70 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. Cut out left. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
He's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Red. Look at 19.
They're going play action. It's his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll give the Packers the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 43.
Ready. Exy Cardinal.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
That one's complete right side. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Five still to go here. This is second down. Design keeper here for Hurts. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Third down, they need 7.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To the air on third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach.
On the set.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Cowboy 80.
Looking in the air here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checks it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
1st down play, nets and 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
It's a chance to run here. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Kennedy Lions. Cougar 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He's going to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Pass play coming here. Cut near the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
Lions 17.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Hits his running back. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. It's a gain of 22. And the Lions have a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To throw here on first down. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go. Go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. I'll throw it. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Quick pass, right side, complete. There it is, touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal.
The score, Packers 27, Lions 24.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He'll work against the blitz. Dumped off to his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. A run here with Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. He's back to throw. He's got a man left. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first. Now we're on with Robinson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Packers holding on to a field goal lead.
2nd and 6.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready? Viking 18.
Staying with Robinson. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Hold the ready.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Here he is to throw. He finds Odunze downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Rome Odunze touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
24.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Some yardage lost and 1st down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long.
Viking 18.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing now. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.